What do you think is going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing.
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us.
He could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah.
At this moment in history, as we're looking at efforts across the country to prevent people from being able to exercise their fundamental rights,
Jobs of the past are just not going to come back. And when somebody says that he's going to bring all these jobs back, well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do? I'm going to negotiate a better deal. Well, what magic wand do you have? How exactly?
Greetings and welcome to Sanctimonious American Men. Thank you for joining us. Today is Saturday, September 24th, 2022. The world's supposed to be end today or something. Something's supposed to happen.
Marty on the UFO, everyone.
Thank you. I'm Sanctimonious Barnes. With me as always is Saintly Brandon.
Hello.
And it's been a busy week in the news there. A lot of scares going on. A lot of things being thrown at you all at once. A lot of people wishing World War III would happen. I saw on Facebook. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
All kinds of stuff going on.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Losing my Putin shoes. Putin bots. Putin bots. Putin boots. Putin boots and Putin boots and Putin boots and Putin's boots and Putin's boots.
Barney's got his new UFO that he shot down.
Shot her down. Yeah.
Makes noise when you hit it.
Yeah. Oh, 22 got her.
The old 22 caliber brought her down.
400 yards, bro. Right between those big eyes. What?
Little man in there trying to get out.
Yeah, you just put your little bean in there and it takes care of you.
Yeah, it was a long week for me. We just drove back this morning from New Hampshire. It's a nice ride, 3 hours or something like that.
Yeah, they got to make it closer.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
Right.
we can move it a little closer
We can
somehow.
always take out Vermont, take it back. That's what I'm saying.
How was your week, huh?
It was all right. It started slow and it picked up like it always does. Like the easiest way for me to get busy is just to try to do something else.
Try to relax, and then it gets busy.
Not relax, but if I have something that I'm supposed to do,
Then it gets busy.
oh yeah, if I have a responsibility of some sort, yeah.
Responsibilities
Or
equal
if I go
good
anywhere,
business.
boom, it's fucking busy.
All right. So it may be really. You might do some good business if we go to New
Yeah,
Mexico.
it's gonna be swamped.
You're gonna get all kinds of new customers.
Yes, new ones
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and the old ones.
Bulk. You're gonna be like the wholesale
Yeah.
mania.
Putin's price hike, man. What can I do?
We're back on a normal time.
Yeah,
We've
it's
been
a Saturday.
doing Sundays. We're on a Saturday. Holy crap.
Fucking up my day of rest there.
Yeah. The Sabbath.
Yeah.
It's against the law to work on Saturday in Israel.
Yeah, it's because it's like a holy day, right?
Yeah. You get arrested. You start working.
Really? Even if you're Christian or some shit?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. We got to check into that.
Gotta check into that. Israel, how you doing? Check into that for us. Let us know in the comments.
Gal Gadot. Just let us know.
Yeah.
Maybe you could stop by. Wonder Woman. Dressed up in your...
I gotta learn Hebrew so I can understand shit better. I read about all this Jewish stuff and I have no idea. It's just hard to remember because it's so foreign to me that I can't remember names,
Because it's
Or
all like loogie vowels.
Yeah, it's,
Ah.
a lot of that, yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
But yeah, I don't recognize the words. We apologize to our Jewish friends that are watching. You other fuckers, who cares about you? But yeah, because I do read a lot about Judaism, and I don't understand. Like, it's hard for me to keep going back and looking up the same word. You know, and even if it's like a noun, because I don't remember it. You know, it's just like, all right, the SHM word, whatever, some prophet that was like 100 years ago. Been reading about.
So,
reading the Protocols of Zion. You know,
protocols.
no, I don't know. Nobody knows if those are real, right?
I have no clue about history, so it's all you, bud. You're the historian in this show.
The other day, I took a big one. Man, might have been a record.
I'm just. It almost looked like the lead singer from U2.
It was big, man. I took a picture of it, holding it up like a fish.
I named him Bono.
I gotta go home and shit just to name it Bono now. I gotta go eat some fucking Raisin Bran fruit.
Oh man, yeah, I'm fried. The drive, coffee all morning, and as you can tell, I'm already drinking.
Are you as high as lithium is this week?
I don't think
Because
so.
lithium's at an all-time high. Because we're going green. That's why we got to start World War III. Save the environment.
Wow, that's a nice take.
I'm just like, these same people are bitching at the environment and talking about nuclear war. Like, you got Truss over there. I see you. Talk about, I'll use nukes. And Brits are going, the fucking Irish are like, what the fuck did we do? There's fallout from this shit. There's not.
Yeah, he's saying, or who's he? Putin? He wants to use nukes? He's ready?
No, he said if there's any escalation, if there's a breach in Russian soil, right, on Russian soil, or if the West uses nukes, he's willing to use tactical nukes on the battlefield.
Okay.
I guess they got a lot of them. We got the big ones, the boom, the blow up cities. They got the, I hit you in the field, I take out your army. Yeah, let's see. Plus they got their nuclear subs out, their new nuclear subs. I think they were launched out of Africa, so they're roaming around somewhere.
Red October. The hunt.
The hunt.
Red October.
That's right. That's Jason Bourne, right?
No, that was
Is that Jason Bourne? No, what's the other guy's name?
Oh, Jesus. Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan, that's it.
Yeah. Good movie.
It is a good movie. Yeah, it's got some unusual.
Sean Connery
Sean
is a Russian.
Connery, yeah. He's a Russian. He's a Ruski.
He's a Ruski.
Crazy Ivan.
So they're going to do Crazy Ivan.
One of the Baldwins is in that, isn't he?
Yeah, the one that hates Trump.
Oh, that guy.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, he pulled the trigger, they found out, huh? Fucking spent 10 years working on that one.
Yeah, they can figure that out. Yeah.
Wow.
But they're not going to do nothing about it.
Nah, I think he's a murderer personally, probably a pedophile, but that's just allegedly. Yeah. He's on the list there. On the list. He's been to the island.
You're going to make me do a spit take. I almost got my computer.
I'm going to spit my gum right out of my mouth.
My gum.
Yeah, so we got lithium at an all-time high, so that's going to bring up all the renewable energy shit and batteries and yada, yada, yada. Now we got to go mine more.
Like Minecraft?
Like the Minecraft, yes.
Okay.
The blocks. Yes. You stack the blocks.
So, the new king, I heard that he doesn't even
Charles,
squeeze his own toothpaste out.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he squeeze his own shits out? What's up with this guy?
Somebody pushes his head together.
Yeah, I mean, how old is he?
I don't know, but the toothpaste is pretty crazy.
Well, I'm not even sure if he's allowed to squeeze his own toothpaste. Here we are. It's just another fucking welfare recipient, right? Running the show like he's somebody. Wants everybody to die for some reason. Thinks that there's a global population. I think he includes the British in that, too. There was a lot of pomp and circumstance during that fucking funeral. My God. And
I didn't watch any of it.
The Coronation, dude. And the what's it? Choreography. My God. That must have been rehearsed for a long time because they were fucking, they were right in step, man. They were unified.
What were they doing? Like
walking? Yeah,
or
just
dancing?
walking and they got all their shit on. And Charles is first and everybody's like 2 steps behind him or whatever. And,
they all got their medals dangling together.
yeah, Auntie's off to the side and William's off to the side, because I guess he's next in line there.
I think people want William to be king more than they want.
Yeah, because he's not, homo. Homophobic, I meant. He's not homophobic.
Oh, okay. That's why. They think their king's got the gray wrist.
I mean, that's what is he married? Oh, he's a king. Should have a wife by now.
What's the woman's name there?
The man in the mask?
I'm looking at the man in the mask.
Some people are saying she was wearing a mask for some reason, or it was a body double.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's there. Technology's there.
It's there, man. We saw it. We heard it, man. There was that CIA chick, man. She said she went and talked to Bush in the mask, and he didn't even know.
He didn't even know.
Remember that?
Fool me once.
Oh, can't fool me.
Don't fool me again.
Can't have Iraq again.
Yeah, I remember that story. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was the head director of the CIA or something. And
went and talked to Junior, was it, or Senior?
I believe it was Junior.
In a mask.
In a mask, and he didn't notice.
He bought it hook, line, and sinker.
And there he was, Saddam, right in my fucking office.
With a mask.
It sounded like a girl, though, but it was Saddam. They say. Yeah, I mean, is he in jail yet? No?
Right. No.
Just checking.
So, what else we got this week?
We got some new footage of 9/11.
Well, that's alleged footage.
Alleged footage of newness. No plane hitting the Pentagon. It was a missile.
That's what they say.
That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
In my expert
opinion,
weapons analysis of the video, I declared it to be a Patriot missile. No, they wouldn't use a Patriot. I don't know what it was. Some kind of missile, though. Looked like a missile. I didn't see any wings. I don't know. I'm not buying it.
Just not buying it, huh?
Just, I don't buy 9/11. Nope.
Not when, there's just too many things that happened that were firsts.
All kinds of firsts. What else we got here? We got the
gunman's pistol jams during murder attempt.
Oh yeah.
So what the?
That was all right. I'm not sure where that was. I think that was in Europe. But the guy runs up to somebody. Right, the guy's eating lunch at some restaurant or something. Runs up behind him, puts the gun to his back of his head, and it fucking jams. So they chase him. He runs away, and then he comes back. He's got a grenade.
Oh, wow!
And he throws the grenade. They run inside. He throws the grenade inside. It was pretty wild footage. Imagine it was like L.A. or something. No, I don't think it was L.A., but I think it was in Europe.
It was in the L.A. of Europe.
L.A. area, the Los Angeles area of Europe. Yeah, that was pretty wild. That was all caught on camera. You won't see that on YouTube. Can't find that on here.
No, I got to go to BitChute.
Yeah, you got to go to some fucking horrible place.
Well, we got to get on the Rumble. I heard Yahoo's going to shut down, or not Yahoo, Google. They're clamping down on the old YouTube. Like
again?
Well, our
Jawatsky?
buddy Jack says that when he goes to watch certain things, it just shuts down on him, like on his phone.
Susan Jawitzki.
Tim Pool is saying that people are seeing his videos and they're getting like restarted, and it's also a fact I've seen myself, like the thumbnails where you're supposed to have a thumbnail. It's like sticks, Hexenhammers. His thumbnails don't show up. Tim Pool's don't show up.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't watch a whole lot on YouTube. I watch like the Y-Files, right? That chapter, which is a true crime thing, I recommend it. It's run by this guy Mike. I think he's from Cork in Ireland. I've been trying to pin down his accent. He says 30 a lot. 30? And they brought me to hospital.
They brought me to hospital?
Yeah, they don't say the before a hospital. I don't know why. But I don't watch many things on YouTube.
It's all new platforms.
Yeah, it's either Rumble, BitChute, OogeTube.
I miss old YouTube. I really do.
It's gone, bro. Ain't
Long
come
gone.
back.
And it definitely coincides with the media losing its power.
Oh yeah,
it's like, happening. Oh wait a second, the truth's getting out, so we got to lock down this thing that everybody goes to get independent news or just a different view.
Right.
It's like people are just migrating from television to the internet, and as that's happening, the standards are getting basically locked up. It's like,
well, you watch these channels. When we were young, there wasn't much else, right? There was only legacy media, really, unless you tuned in to NPR or listened to the radio, got your local news, or if you had a local news station, which we did, actually, but not when I was really young, we didn't. America, God damn it. But, yeah.
You like my new American hat?
Oh, it's beauty.
Right. And I just found it at a gas station on the way back here in the Live Free or Die state.
Oh, New Hampshire. Cool.
Well, maybe it was Massachusetts.
Fuck them.
Yeah,
fucking Massachusetts. Bunch of massholes.
Oh, well.
I'll fight every one of you. I'll meet you at the line.
Let's go.
We'll meet in Connecticut. Yeah. Fucking,
nice.
The whole state is considered possible fucking domestic terrorists because of that damn flag they put on the FBI thing.
Yeah, the Don't Tread on Me.
The Don't Tread on Me flag, yeah.
Don't tread on me, man. Oh, you had a new song. What was that about? The Hunter Biden song. I like that.
I just made that up a minute ago.
Hey, we're gonna have to lay it down.
Joe's been hiding at the laptop with Hunter Biden. Let's talk about LA here. There's a guy out in LA he was taking a bus,
Okay.
A lot of public transport out there. And he was rapping, rapping out loud.
Like so many young kids like to do. Why? I don't know why.
I don't know.
They think like there's a producer walking down the street that's going to go past and be like, "Yo, bro, I'm going to make you the next
star.
I'm going to make you the next Eminem, man.
You're the next Eminem." He was a white guy. And he was wearing like a Harry Potter costume partially. At least he had like the robe on or something. And he was rapping some song I never heard of. And a brother goes, "Hey, man, could you please be quiet?" Like, he was really, nice to him. And then he like pulls a knife because the kid doesn't shut up. And he's like, "You're going to stab me? You ain't going to stab me, blah, blah, blah." And they don't show the stabbing, but he got stabbed. He must have not shut. He moved. I saw the kid move, but he must have kept going on. And got stabbed.
The kid's got street cred now.
I guess so, yeah. I guess so.
I'm sure he posted his stabbing right to Instagram immediately and was like, "Yo, this just happened to me, man. This is I got street cred."
Maybe. I don't know. Pretty wild shit.
Harry Potter costume.
Yeah, he's got like the robe, it's kind of like the graduation robe or some shit. The wizard robe.
What house do you think he belonged to?
I don't even know those houses.
Fucking the house of whack.
What else we got? We got a 60 Minutes interview this week with Joe Biden.
60 Minutes.
Oh yeah, 60 Minutes.
Classic
60
mind control.
Minutes. Yeah. I heard Biden asked how long is the show.
Biden asked how long our show is?
No, 60 Minutes.
Oh.
No, Tim Allen said that and he got trashed on Twitter or something. I thought it was funny. But he gives
He's based.
Yeah, he's based. He get busted with cocaine, change your life, That's what happened to him. Big
You got any?
Michigan cocainer. Nah, I ain't got no cocaine, man. You got your mind. I don't even know illegals.
Paraphernalia. Contraband.
So in this interview of 60 Minutes, they're talking about inflation. And Biden started downplaying of inflation. He never really said any numbers, but he said inflation only went up an inch. And I was like, holy shit, man.
What kind of scale is that?
Well, my car gets 87 degrees per gallon. Fahrenheit. Yeah.
I mean, it only went up an inch.
Yeah. Only went up an inch. That's right. I could jump at least 3 minutes. Now, one time I jumped 17 minutes in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a record.
It was about 3 tacos.
Yeah, 3 tacos. And I was kicked out of the country. No, he said it went up an inch for some reason because he's
that scale
dementia.
is just so known It's a well-known economic scale.
The inch scale.
The
Oh,
inches.
Yeah, they teach you that. That's Keynesian economics, I think.
Keynesian.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. Like, how this guy's just fucking done. And you know what's worse?
He's fried.
Well, that too. But Kamala, that's what's worse. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm Kamala Harris, and I'm the vice president, and he's Joe Biden, and he's President Biden. Oh, thanks. And what's with her?
You're not to say that. You're just a boy.
Yeah, what the hell was with her with all these like stage kids appearances with like scripted shit being said? I've seen it a few times.
You know what's
over the last
wonderful
year.
about space? It's just amazing. I forget what she said, but that was when they got NASA got a bunch of fucking kids.
Well, what's great about space is that it's,
you're going to see it with your own eyes.
It's space, there's like nothing. It's
like between my ears.
Yes, it's like between my ears. Oh my God.
It's just a big void, and you're going to see it
You're
with
gonna
your
see
eyes.
It. Me and the racist Joe Biden are going to send you little kids up into space.
Some people call her Kamala. Some people call her Kamala. I call her the Great Kamala. Yeah. They put me in an institution up there.
Old heads up, heels up there. First time I hear.
I gotta watch Sling Blade. I gotta.
Some people call it a penis.
It's been a long time.
I call it my play pickle.
You ought not say that. You're just a boy.
All right, so here's something I caught this. I caught this actually 2 weeks ago, but now there's more. So it's been adults, right, who are dying suddenly, and they're all dying in the same manner.
Sads.
And it's just really weird, And I actually caught this a couple weeks ago, but I didn't think it was worth bringing up in the show because there was only 2. But now there's quite a few. And basically what happens is these people, they'll start looking up to their right as if they see something.
Okay.
Right? And then, like, they'll put one hand up, their right hand, and they'll start spitting to their right until they die. And then they collapse. They collapse and die. That's it.
So you said you saw this 2 weeks ago. You didn't want to bring it up on the show because it seemed like it was there's not a lot of stuff.
It wasn't enough to really talk.
But now you're saying there's more people.
Now there's more, right? More people, more footage of people dying that way.
I'd have to look into that one. That sounds.
There's a link in the podcast.
Fishy.
It does. But it's all just like surveillance footage.
That's similar to like what happened at the beginning of the Rona fucking. It was just all these things like people dropping dead on the street.
Oh, yeah.
It's like dropping dead. And
it was bad, man. I died at least 3-4 times.
I mean, I've seen, I guess a lot of athletes have been dropping dead and playing sports lately too. Last year or so.
Hazard pay needs to go up. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely weird to see like multiple people dying in the same manner in such a short period of time. And I don't know if this happens all the time, if this is just if this has been going on for years.
They just look up and go,
Yeah, one guy, he looks up, he turns to his right. It looks like he's fighting something. It's almost like if they're seeing demons or hearing something or whatever that's not there that nobody else senses. Maybe they're seeing the Grim Reaper come from them. I don't fucking know.
Is it like Sanford and Son where he's like,
come on, Elizabeth. Make room for me. This is the big one.
It's the big one.
This is the big one, Elizabeth. Here I come, honey.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, I'm coming.
He was a good dad, Sanford, I think. Lamont, how old was Lamont? Was he still living at home?
Lamont was probably like 45.
Yeah, he was still at home. His dad's always fixing shit for him, getting in trouble same time. Then he gets lectured like his little kid. That was a good show. They had a junkyard. I know
a lot of white people that watched it. I was one of them.
Well, yeah, it was on TV. You had there was only 2 other choices. Time, But that was a good show.
Watched Fat Albert. Watched.
Hey, hey, hey,
Hey.
hey! I'm gonna put some drugs in your drink, bitch.
Pudding pop.
Pudding pop. What's the rape drug?
I don't know.
Whatever it is. Fucking Bill Cosby.
Roofie.
Bill Roofie Cosby. Old Roofie Kazi.
Oh, Roofie.
You know, one of those women that accuse him of some sororities.
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
I've met her.
Get the fuck.
I was told not to say anything about it, but yeah.
Here you are saying something.
Well, now I'm saying something, but she's not present.
And you're not going to say anything other than that.
I don't remember her or anything about it. I met her one time.
You don't even remember her.
I remember what she looks like. I don't remember her name, no.
Okay, good.
Met her at,
What's this about?
what's this old boot?
Bill Gates and corn.
Oh, Bill Gates. He's invented some corn, allegedly.
GMO corn.
You guys got some GMO corn now.
Anybody, I mean, we got to really have a serious discussion about this fucking Monsanto GMO shit, because it's like we've been under basically attack for 20 years.
Yeah, and they changed the name.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not. Now it no longer says GMO. It's gonna say like, I can't remember what it is, but biologically enriched.
Something really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they changed the vernacular and that throw you off.
And in Europe, like all that shit's banned in most fucking countries.
Well, they're smart. Over there.
Well, they're not dumb. Like
They're not socially dumb, no.
yeah,
But they did freak out about the coof a little bit.
oh, they're still fucked.
Yeah, they're fucked.
I mean,
You fucked.
this is
Europe.
my conspiracy theory. If there is a fucking like a bad thing that happens to America in the next few, say, months or year, whatever, I'm
Right.
guessing months.
I got you. No,
It's
you gotta-
because
yeah,
didn't
you
take.
gotta-
It didn't take here. The coof thing didn't take here.
Oh no, not in Canada either.
Mm-hmm. So it would be like, oh well, we're gonna see where this works, where it don't work, and anybody that wants to resist, well, we could just send in that old fucking level them out, parking lot fucking
Yeah, parking lot method.
fucking radioactive.
Speaking of radioactive, there's a shortage on iodine.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week.
Iodine. Yeah, government's been buying it up and nobody knows what's happening to it.
Yeah, a lot of people saying, and also I saw this was on the old bit shoot. There was some woman telling her dad to buy iodine like immediately and all that he could buy because it was just
Sold out. Yeah.
She had some inside information. She was a military fucking
Right.
person.
And I think they got a nuclear war. That's the shock event. That's the big scare. And it's gonna suck losing New York City, but don't move up here.
I don't give a shit anymore.
Take a team. Take one for the team. There's some decent art in New York City. I don't want to see it blown up.
No, I mean just about humanity. I don't care.
See, that's the problem, man.
I've lost all faith.
I've lost faith too, but
When
I think
people are like more busy or their problems circle around fucking the housewives of fucking blank. You know, they're watching TV and then they're
the housewives of Chichester.
housewives of Harlem. They got fucking, they're just oblivious. They don't care. People don't care.
A lot of millionaires in Harlem. Very expensive real estate there.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Fucking right in Manhattan.
To the top.
I never had a problem in Harlem. Spanish Harlem, another side. That wasn't the same.
Yeah?
No.
No, I've never had any problems down there either.
Not in Harlem. I was like a kid going to Harlem and shit, but not Spanish Harlem.
Just hanging out with some of the dudes I was just working with. They were like, oh, you're like, you know, you go to the city a lot. And I'm like, well, when I was younger, I'd go down there and just get fucking hammered out. Faded.
Yeah.
Even. Faded baby.
Calling call girls like they're
Be
not gonna
sleeping.
charge me.
I'd be sleeping on the fucking goddamn shore of the Hudson River between some like garbage bags.
Yeah, it's good bags.
Just wake up next day, nobody bothers you. It's great.
It's great. Lie down right on the sidewalk. It's beautiful.
You don't need a hotel down there. You just got to be able to fucking have some grit.
Speaking of New York, fucking Adam's still going insane. He's trying to still reduce police force and say that we need at the same time. It's like, hey, dude, you can't strike down crime and defund the police all at the same fucking time. It doesn't work. Just doesn't work, Adams.
That's liberal fucking hive mind. Oh, I saw a great fucking meme or mem, whatever the fuck they're called.
Meme.
It was Star Trek. It had like the bridge of the Enterprise, and it was all of them lined up, and it's like what liberals think they are, and then it was the Borg picture, and it's what liberals actually are.
Well, I mean, you could find endless fucking videos. I don't know why people are making these videos. If you're a liberal, don't do this because it's not a good look. Where there's this ranting about suppressing people, particularly Trump supporters. I saw one this week where, you know, she's calling from like, they shouldn't be allowed into businesses and things like that, you know.
Hail, hail, hail.
It's so fucking
Mind
crazy.
Joe Biden says don't let them in.
Yeah, it's so fucking nuts, you know. Speaking of fucking liberal violence, you got that guy, where was that?
Oh my God. It was out west somewhere. Yeah, this is disgusting, this fucking story. Let me see if I can find it.
You find it. I'll just brief it what I know about it. So this guy, he ran a kid over, an 18-year-old kid, because he was a Trump supporter and he didn't like that. So it was a politically motivated attack. The kid died, right? Now, normally when you have a politically motivated violence in the United States, that's what we call the terrorisms, right? The terrorisms.
The domestic terrorism.
Domestic
At the very least, it's a murder.
Yeah, and
This scumbag.
he didn't get charged with terrorism because even though it was a politically motivated violent attack. And he was out on bail like the same day or something.
Out on bond. Yep.
Bond.
Fucking
James Bond.
He's fucking dude. I can't believe this even happened. Man accused of mowing down Republican extremist teen.
Yeah. Should have been gone.
Yeah, and this guy definitely looks like a scumbag.
Oh yeah. Murder, in my opinion.
He's 41. He was released on $50,000 bond Tuesday after being charged with vehicular homicide and leaving the scene of an accident in connection with the death of an 18-year-old. This fucking liberal North Dakota man, scumbag. Wait a second. What's this? The North Dakota man who has been accused of this
Scumbaggery.
pleaded with the judge not to hold him on bail, saying he does not want to lose his job, house, or family because of the high amount.
Because I'm murdering this kid here, you know, just because I ran this guy over in cold blood. And I've been running over gays all week because of this and retaliation. I mean, anybody that I see looks a little bit feminine, bam, right on the side of the road there.
Well, see, this is crazy.
No, I don't do that. But
it's basically the same as like the defund the police, but it's saying like, yeah, you can kill fucking Trump supporters and it's all okay.
it's not the first time it happened. It happened in Seattle a few times.
Yeah.
We saw that guy get shot blank. There's video and that guy still got away. It's fucking ridiculous. You know.
And he was drunk. How about that?
And he was drunk. Imagine being so immature that you care that much about what an 18-year-old kid thinks that you're willing to
run him over with a vehicle.
Murder, yeah.
Oh God, fucking people, man. I mean, this is disgusting. This is why I've given up faith on the human, whatever it is.
The human beings.
The beings.
You gotta have faith. The faith. Oh, you gotta have faith.
Hey, I listened to George Michael. I listened to Wham back in the day.
That's a good tune.
Yeah, he was a good musician.
He was a good, excellent musician.
Still is probably.
I'm never gonna dance again.
Guilty feet ain't got no rhythm.
Speaking of George Michael, gays against groomers. Banned on fucking Twitter.
You can't be gay and against grooming.
No, it can't be because you're going against the team, I guess. You know, that's coming out this week. A lot of gay men spoke up this week and said they're not down with this grooming shit they see going on that they perceive to be happening.
Banned.
And they got banned.
Ban hammer.
Came
in hard, hit him right on the ding ding.
I think PayPal hit him too, right?
Yep. We're getting there. We're getting almost to 1984.
I was watching an old interview with Russo, I think his name is. He was getting interviewed by Alex Jones.
AJ. My boy.
Your boy AJ was interviewing him. And this is like 20 years ago. And let me see if I can find it.
What's his name?
His name is Aaron Russo.
Aaron Russo.
Now, Aaron Russo was a kid that owned a Chicago nightclub. I think it was in the 60s. And he had written a bunch of plays and stuff on Broadway, won Tony Awards. And he was a writer. And he said that, he was in Satanism at one time. Not in this interview. I've seen him in other videos. And that what they want to do, he said that he was told by a Rockefeller. He had become friends with one of the Rockefellers. And what they want to do is they want to switch away from hard currency and get the digital currency. And he said, that way if you're protesting, they don't like what you're protesting about, they can just churn you off. Right? We've already seen that. It's already happened. It's already come true.
It's already happening. It's been happening for like 4 years now.
Yeah. And so, he said a lot of other stuff.
I mean, AJ was the first one to get fucking, well, not bank-wise turned off, but digitally, like fucking.
Right.
Imagine how huge he'd be right now if he fucking was on all other platforms.
Well, he's the canary in the coal mine. I always say that, because they're going to do it to Alex Jones first, right? Because he's an easy target. Everybody knows that he's off his mind. I'm surprised he's still alive. But
I mean, he's out of his gourd for sure, but the dude is definitely a good. He's an honest, good-hearted man.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, and he's not a good-hearted man. And he's been at this for a long time. Before he even had the show. There's a guy that makes role-playing games, and he's also really into Satanism or something. And he's famous for both. And I can't remember his name. It's something D, I think. It might be John D, like the other guy, but he had a show in Austin, a local occult show, and Alex would call in underneath fake names, and, preach to him about the Lord and shit. It was great. It's pretty funny. But you could tell it's Alex Jones. It's the voice. Yeah, but Aaron Russo was calling all the stuff that he said that he was saying all the stuff that the Rockefellers wanted to do to us, and I've seen so much of it happen already.
Yeah, whoever the fucking people are, I mean, Klaus Schwab, the Rockefellers, whoever the fuck it is, it's it's been a plan for a long time. It's just goes hand in hand with technology. That's all. It's just once we have the capabilities, we have to use them. It makes sense, right? Or AI, it's once you have the fucking AI to figure out every problem that you're trying to solve, then why the fuck wouldn't you use it?
Yeah, they wanted to make an AI god, basically. That could just rule the world for us.
Well, if you got that much money, you might do it too, right?
I mean, I just want to rule the world.
I don't care if there's computers involved.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that part.
I much prefer magic.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, but whatever, Yeah, so Alex had a big week. He was in court this week, huh?
Yeah. The best part of that was he's sitting there, the dude's questioning him. He's like, blah, 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 barking at him. And Alex is like, is this a struggle session? Are we in China?
I'm surprised they let him speak. The shit they pulled on this guy, I've never heard it before in America.
Oh, everything that he says, the lawyer's objecting to, and the judge is sustaining. So it's fucking not going into the record. No.
Right.
Everything he says is just
you have to catch it.
Objection. Sustained.
Is there a camera in the court?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's basically, it is a struggle session. It really is. They're trying to get him to fucking just be like, I love Joe Biden.
I love him.
I love gay frogs.
They're turning the fucking Joe Biden frog gay.
Joe Biden's turning the frogs gay, and I love him. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Old Alex. There's something else I caught this week. This is back to the Martha's Vineyard thing. Former New York Governor Patterson, remember him?
Patterson?
Yeah, remember when Elliot Spitzer, he was doing the prostitutes, and he was governor?
Spitzer got caught with the young girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way,
Same
in
time.
New York, we haven't had a governor complete a term that he was elected for in so fucking
What
long.
was it, like
Pataki was the
15
last.
years?
Yeah, Pataki was the last one that.
Damn.
And they've all been Democrats since.
Yeah.
Patterson completed the term, but he wasn't going to go for re-election. He didn't expect to be governor in the first place. Same thing with this Hochul, except Hochul seems like she wants it more. But Patterson, he was talking about the Martha's Vineyard thing this week, and he basically said that it was like, what Malcolm X had said about liberal whites.
Yeah, it's
that they're
true.
the fox,
Yeah.
And Patterson said, they reminds him a lot of like the white liberals during the 60s movement, civil rights movement. They would march with them, and they would shout and they would hold up banners and whatever. But you couldn't move in the neighborhood,
No.
We'll fight for your rights over there. But yeah, he said he reminded him of 60s liberals that wouldn't let blacks move into their neighborhood.
Well, that's exactly what happened. They were all on the news saying like, "Oh man, fucking DeSantis is he's a trafficker, blah blah blah." But we love it. We love immigrants, and then they got the fucking guard to ship them out. They called in the National Guard.
Yeah, they got the National Guard in there, and everyone thought it was great for some reason. All the liberals thought. I don't know how they spun it so that liberals thought it was great, but I saw on Facebook they did. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, see, well, we're so cool.
I was like, why?
We're liberal.
We handled them with compassion. You booted them out within 24 hours. You got the National Guard in there. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
That's a fine oiled machine.
And the thing about it is like, a lot of people were doing the they them thing, and I'm like, this is fucking America. This has nothing to do with Democrat or Republican. We're citizens, and there's non-citizens that are here that shouldn't be. That's all it is. Right? There's no teams in this one except America. Like if I can go to Florida right now, totally unannounced, stay for the rest of my life.
Yeah, they wouldn't give a fuck.
Nothing they could do about it either way.
You're a citizen.
I'm a citizen of the United States. And you're supposed to have freedom of movement throughout the continent, right? And that's an old
country.
Well, no, the continent.
The continent?
Yeah.
Of North America?
Of North America. That's an old rule that predates America that is allegedly like a blue law.
Oh, didn't know this. No, we learn something new every day, folks.
We made a deal with the French, British, and Spaniards for freedom of navigation throughout the continent.
Wow.
I don't know how.
So you can walk into any country and...
You're supposed to be allowed to go to there, yeah.
Yeah, except for COVID.
Well, they can ask who you are and check your ID.
Touch your pee-pee.
Yeah, we're not supposed to ban them from coming all together, right? But you can know who they are and make sure they're not criminals. That's legit. Except we're not doing that here. We're not,
No, it's just open borders.
Right. I mean, I don't mind it on the Canadian side because they're not coming here, and we might have to escape there. Be roaming up north.
Well, what about that report? There was somebody complaining about too many Americans in Mexico. They're like buying up the place. It's so cheap.
Yeah, they're buying up the place and
they're ruining our culture.
They're not learning Spanish.
Yeah.
They're complaining they're not learning Spanish and they're gentrifying it to Americanize it, right?
Sounds familiar.
And they're pushing people out. They're losing jobs.
They took her job.
I mean, we're bringing rapists, we're bringing murderers down there. No, we're not. No, they're just normal people that moved to Mexico, so they like it, and it's causing some of a housing crisis. I guess I think it's in Mexico City.
I think that's correct. Yeah,
it's causing.
That was one of your articles you sent me last week. I think.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I think it's Mexico City. They're pushing people out. They're not learning the local language. They're starting these own little ghettos in the proper sense of the word.
Stacey Abrams is going to be the governor of New Mexico or Mexico City.
That's what I heard. Yeah, she's the front runner.
She's a leader. Her calls.
Yeah, that's true. She's also winning for best fantasy movie in the 80s. I saw on a poll this week.
Stacey Abrams.
She said this week that fetal heartbeats are manufactured.
By what?
I don't know. It's just a stethoscope, as far as I know, right? There's no like mechanics in that thing. There's no way to like.
The doctor might be doing this.
Here, can't kill that.
And then when they started doing the what is it there? Ultrasound. Yeah. They just put it in digitally.
Yeah, that's what she thinks or something. I don't know. Fucking nuts. Why is she relevant? Does anybody know? What she was like a senator or a
I think she
congresswoman?
looks like Hamburglar.
That's fair. I'd see more Grimace, but you know.
I got that confused. See, too much of this stuff will get you confused,
Grimace.
man.
Yeah, she usually wears purple too. She's got
she is Grimace.
She's got an inkling for the color purple in her dress, but I don't
Grimace,
think
not
politically
Hamburglar.
all she's done is lose on a national scale, right? She was like a congresswoman in the state of Georgia, I think.
She's just a loser, bro.
Just the loser.
Just the loser.
She probably has more money than us. More slaves.
A lot more money. She
More
probably has
followers.
her toothpaste squeezed out by
She
a fucking
probably
helper.
does. But you're still a loser, Stacey Abrams. Let's just face the facts. You know? I don't know how you go to bed every night.
Probably
Seriously.
never. Well, you know, we can't say that we can't say because she's a woman, she's never had a hard day's work in her life because she's a black woman. But I guarantee you, she
Protected
couldn't
class.
hack it on a fucking job site that I've been on.
Probably not, man. You know, it's like that. So this cop got attacked this week at a roadside pull-off pickup thing, right? And it's a female cop, and the guy fucking jacked her up for some reason. I don't know why. And civilians had to run over and save her.
I saw that video. Yeah.
And then when they finally had him subdued, she was flipping out. You can't hit a woman. It's like, you're a cop. I think he's hitting cops.
Yeah, you're not a woman. You're a cop.
You're a cop. I think he was seeing you as a cop. Didn't want to go to jail for whatever he's got in the car that you found.
That was the New Hampshire thing I told you about last week.
That was it?
Yeah. And I was like, I wonder if they're going to let him out on bond. Probably not. He's probably
not.
fucking going straight to the fucking...
Packer house.
Yeah, he's fucked for life, probably. He's on the wrong side of the new law.
Yeah, he is. Now, I picked this up, but we did see something that was contrary to this. Now, earlier this week, Trump Jr., Donnie Jr. there. Donnie Jr. was reporting that the Air Force is prohibiting the terms mom and dad.
Yeah, that was a big media fiasco this week for sure. A lot of people reporting it's a go. Yeah, it's like you can't say he, she, no pronouns, mom, dad.
Right. Ages and stuff, shit like that. I think that the Air Force knows that their time's limited now. The clock is ticking.
Space Force.
Space Force. He used to be part of the.
I think Tom
Army.
Cruise is the general.
Is he General Space Force?
General Cruise.
General Cruise. General Cruise reporting for duty.
Yeah, Will Smith's probably like his.
Oh God. We don't need him around. He slaps like a bitch. Jesus.
Yeah, he smacks funny people.
Yeah, what the hell was that about? What else we got here? So that's what Donald Trump.
Yeah, well, we did get reports that was a bunch of bullshit. It wasn't. I mean, not bullshit. It was just a media fiasco where someone with the Air Force released a fucking document that got everybody thinking it was an official Air Force document, which
right.
it wasn't.
But that's the times that it's so believable. It's
I mean, I think the Army had fucking people in high heels.
What?
That was like 3 months ago. What are you doing? Like molesting that?
Why are soldiers wearing high heels? That's not battlefield wear.
To learn stuff about fucking sensitivity. Do I gotta look this up? You didn't hear about this fucking story?
You know how short those little Chinese chicks are? Of course they're gonna be wearing heels, and they'll kill you. They're not joking around. They don't care about fucking all these intersection bullshit that we have. They just want to kill, right? And they're gonna kill in heels because that's what they do.
Soldiers in high heels draw online outbursts. Let's see. This is in April. About 15 cadets from Temple University participated in a school-sponsored Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event, during which men stumbled through through a preset route while sporting high heels as a way to raise awareness.
Raise awareness.
For sexual assault victims. Several cadets walked while wearing Army combat uniforms and did the school's professor of military science.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, they got the...
What? This is what they're paying attention to?
Yeah, General Milley, bro.
Fuck that guy. Fucking TV general. Jesus. Talking about powers that should not be.
He's got the power.
He ain't got no power. He doesn't even have a command of any troops, I don't think. He's just the guy that debriefs the president what the fucking military wants him to know.
Oh, Milley?
Yeah. The Joint Chiefs doesn't really do much. That's his primary job, is to brief the president.
On what the military's actually doing.
Yes. He talks to the other heads of the armed forces.
Armed forces and... Okay.
And then passes it on to the president. But he, besides like probably a couple guards and secretaries, he doesn't have any troops underneath his command.
So he's just a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a big piece of shit, General Milley. Backstabbing piece of...
Milley's a piece of shit.
That's right.
Fuckhead.
So this weekend,
I gotta use the bathroom.
Again?
Again?
Yeah, you
It
went
was
right...
before the show, not during the show.
That was only an hour ago.
Well, you see, I broke the seal.
Broke the seal. I'll talk about this.
You know how much coffee I had on the ride down here?
I don't know.
A lot.
How much coffee was in there between here and there?
XL coffee cups, they still got XL in New Hampshire because live free or die.
That's right. Live free or die, New Hampshire.
New York, sorry about the XL. You guys are fucked. Massachusetts, you're fucked.
Well, they've always been fucked.
They probably got XL Don't Tread on Me flags too.
That's cool.
Right back.
So this week in Prattsville, Colorado, there was a police stop. They stopped the truck there. There was a woman in the truck. Allegedly, she took a long time to pull over, and that got the cop suspicious. But the cop had parked his patrol car, or vehicle, on the railroad tracks. Why? I don't know. He was worried about the suspect having a weapon or something, and he had they had guns on the vehicle, and the railroad tracks were at a slight hill, as railroad tracks tend to be of the surrounding area. And I guess it was a better tactical position to see down in, the high ground. And took them quite a while to put her into cuffs and get her into the car, and then they went back to search the car. While they were searching the car, boom, got hit by a train. I don't know if she survived or not. I didn't hear anything about her dying, but I just thought that was pretty intense. Yeah, there's footage of it. I think it made the national news. But yeah, if she survived, it's a miracle, because that thing was trashed. I mean, watching this train just plow through it, it was hard. It was hard to watch, man, knowing that there was a person in there. But that's how stupid they were this weekend over in Prattsville. I'm sure there'll be lawsuits or something. You can find it on Rumble or BitChute, I'm pretty sure. Something else that happened this week, there's a show that I watch. It's one of those like paranormal horror shows, whatever. It's called Slapped Ham, and this dude Callan, I think that's his name, Callan. I think he's British. I'm not sure 100%. He goes through all these things he finds on the internet, or people send him. There's a community on Facebook, Slapped Ham community, and it's all like ghost footage, UFOs, really strange events. They're not always paranormal. Sometimes they're just people doing crazy stuff. But this week he had one that was coming in from, I think it was British Columbia. And there's these two guys going to work, and this guy is videotaping for some reason. I don't know why he's videotaping on his transmute to work, but he is. And he zooms in on top of this mountain over there, and there's a figure on top of the mountain. Now, this figure must be giant because they're quite a distance away from the top of the mountain. There's no trees in the mountains, just snow. And there's this, what looks to be like a figure. Now, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but that's what the image looked like. Now, for him to do that, he would have had to go back and, you know, add effects, right? Because it's definitely like on a phone or something. And it's definitely them just driving down the road. But he zooms in and there's some kind of figure on top of the mountain. So he wonders about it and he decides he's going to go check it out. He goes back looking for clues, can't find any, right? Gets discouraged, goes back again. And that time when he goes back there, he's got the video and he's showing there that there's some law enforcement officer or intelligence officer, military, whatever it is. He stopped from going up to the top of the mountain. So he turns around and, you know, then he thinks that he's being watched, right? And he's like doing videos of like these cars outside his house that, you know, run away when he approaches. He also thinks that helicopters are chasing him. And he thinks that one is a black like military helicopter, but it's a logging copter when you look close. I don't know how he misidentified that. And then he made a video saying that this first video was all fake, but he was really nervous in this video where he was claiming it was a fake, and he kept looking over to the side when he talked. So a lot of people, you know, think that maybe he was coerced into giving that confession that it was fake.
What is this?
It's a giant on a hilltop.
Oh, okay. I didn't get to watch that.
And he turned up dead this week.
No way.
Yeah.
After you sent me this link?
Allegedly, he's turned up dead. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't know if it's true. I don't know if any of this is true.
You know what I heard just on Coast to Coast 2 days ago? Was that I don't know exactly what it was, but it was like they're entering into the scientific record Bigfoot DNA.
What?
What?
They found Bigfoot?
Well, supposedly they didn't find him, but there's like scientists that want to enter a new DNA into like the scientific record
that doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist. It's not human, but it's like it's human-like.
They could just do that?
I'd have to go back and fucking check this out, but now that you're saying this, it fucking is almost exactly what I heard the other night.
I didn't realize they could just do that. They could just invent DNA and say it what it is.
It's not invented. They found it.
So they have it then. They have a
supposedly.
piece.
Let me see. Let me see if
they have a piece of squatch.
Big.
I didn't get to go squatching this year. I like to go squatching at least once a summer. Yeah. Spend a couple nights out in the woods. Go looking for squatch.
I'd rather go looking for aliens than squatch.
Aliens you can do from anywhere. Big city, don't matter. Speaking of aliens, there was a new videotape that showed up this week during the Queen's Jubilee earlier this year, where the British Air Force, they got these little red jets. They were flying and they were laying smoke, red, white, and blue, the colors of the Union Jack. And this fucking UFO goes flying by. It's really small, but it's booking. There was another UFO caught this week between two passenger planes that was booking as well. You have to slow it down to see it. Who the hell knows what these things are?
Yeah, I seen some of that on about like the Air Force has some fucking those videos of like the cubes and shit like that.
Oh, they got cubes now?
Yeah, they're like in a circle, but it's a cube inside of a circle.
Oh, interesting.
So DNA collected from a soil under a massive tree structure found by Dr. Mayer and LeBlanc produced surprising and exciting results. The genetic material naturally left behind by animals in the environment. Scientific analysis of these samples helps generate a snapshot of any living creatures. This revolution, I can't even fucking read. I'm fucking so shit.
Say you want a revolution.
Well, you know. We all want to change the world. There we go. That's what we need. We need more of that. Now we're talking. Everybody, welcome to Barney and Brandon's relaxation hour.
I want you to put your hand down your pants. Relax, just relax.
Just relax yourself. Go on, relax yourself.
Now, nice, take nice, easy strokes there. There you go.
You guys are disgusting.
Look yourself in the mirror as you do this. Yeah, fuck me.
Just like Buffalo Bill. From Silence of the Lambs.
So we got some Squatch DNA.
So I'm trying to find out where this goes, but yeah, supposedly Squatch DNA is going to be fucking a thing soon.
Wow. That makes them real, right?
Supposedly, yeah.
I mean, if we got DNA of it, that's real. Unless it's a fetus. Then it's not.
Then it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
It wasn't born.
It wasn't born, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. You got it. What is this? TikTok feed is full of BS.
All right. That's a good story. Broke this week. So basically, TikTok has been undermining the Western world.
Well, Jesus Christ. He ain't gotta be a rocket scientist to figure that out.
So what they've been doing is the algorithms here are set to put things that are viral, right?
Yeah. For stupid people.
For stupid people. If you're doing some stupid shit in America, you'll go viral on TikTok.
Yeah. But over there in China.
In China, you got to be something that's productive.
You got to be a scientist, an athlete.
You got to do, you got to do something. You got to make an accomplishment of some kind.
You actually got to be fucking intelligent.
Yeah, or talented some way. So all the things that they have there are all achievements, right? That youth would, and here for youth, it's all doing the stupid stuff, NyQuil chicken. You know,
what is this NyQuil?
I don't know. I guess it's a TikTok challenge. People are making chicken.
I heard this on the way down here. Fucking on the radio, this dickhead DJ's like, people don't cook chicken in NyQuil. The FDA is it's like the FDA's got time to release a statement. Don't cook fucking chicken in NyQuil.
Why have people been making chicken with NyQuil?
But the FDA ain't got time to fucking say shots are creating myocarditis.
No, they can't say that clot shot. No. I heard that embalmers and what are they called? Undertakers, right? They've been finding a record number of blood clots. Some of the biggest blood clots they've ever found. One was the size of the guy's leg almost. Put them in jars. It's weird. But they said they're unusual blood clots they've been finding in cadavers over the last few months.
You're sounding like you're unvaccinated.
I didn't, So I got this other story. This comes out of Australia. This is a Australian politician. He was a guy that served in the military down there. And his name is
Bueller.
Ricardo Boise. And he's running for something. And he said that Australia is ruled and run by toddler touchers. By
touchers?
Yeah, toddler touchers. He said that there's a lot of toddler touchers in government.
Toddler touchers.
And that
hair sniffers.
Yeah, that they have to be, held accountable. And that it's a bad epidemic down there.
That's probably why they lock down more than every other country. Toddler touchers.
Oh, what's her face right there? The redhead there that eats the bugs.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Kidman?
Nicole Kidman. That's it. Her dad got busted for toddler touching down there.
Really?
Yeah, them and a bunch of police and shit. He was pretty influential, I guess.
Kidman's dad.
Yeah, this shit's been going on forever.
Wow.
I mean, that's like, what was that guy's name? Gunderson, right? The FBI director from L.A. I think his name was Todd Gunderson. Might not have been Todd, but it was Gunderson. And he was the head guy in FBI LA, right? Head of the office.
All right.
And so he started to uncover some cases of some toddler touchers, right? And he was finding proof of it and unraveling the case. And then he was told to back off of it.
Kind of like the Epstein thing.
Thing. There was another dude in Scotland Yard years ago. Same thing. He claimed that, he was going to bust the case, and then suddenly he was told by an official to back off. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. Very similar to what just happened to the FBI, that FBI whistleblower.
Oh, yeah.
Who was, he was looking into child trafficking and sexual abuse, and he was removed from that case to put on January 6th or something.
Really?
Yeah, they took him off the case. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they were the FBI. They're full of just bullshit. But they're taking people off of like serious shit to put them onto domestic shit. Like
dumb shit.
We need to find a quota of domestic terrorists.
Right.
So
that's maybe what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're on there, man. We're on that list.
We're getting on it.
We're getting on there.
I mean, we ain't got enough viewers yet to get
Not
on
yet,
it, but
no.
I mean, nobody's watching right now.
Not a soul.
Or do we have some?
I don't know. Randy, you out there? Anyway.
Is there anybody listening?
So this guy is a candidate, major party in Australia. One of the top 3, I believe. And he's going
he's going on record.
Going on the record, yeah. He made a big statement about it, made a video about it. What else we got?
Dude, I am fucking. I didn't have much news watching this week.
We got a cannibal. Somebody ate Kevin Bacon.
Somebody eating people?
Somebody ate Kevin Bacon, yeah.
I heard there was a rule or a law passed in California where you can compost human remains.
Yeah, they're working on that one.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I know plants are completely different than mammals.
I mean, what
doesn't seem safe.
Who in their right mind even says you could compost human remains? I mean, I guess in the old days it was probably
that's what they did. I think. Yeah. I mean, you can't piss on this shit because then what is it? What is it?
Piss on the street.
Well, if you piss, your piss will eventually turn into the fuck is that? It's not bleach. It's the other one.
Pneumonia?
Pneumonia, yeah. It's got a lot of pneumonia in it.
Like cat piss?
Yeah. Like cat piss.
All right. Well, I guess if everybody was pissing, we'd just die of pneumonia poisoning, huh? But what happened with this cannibal?
So this cannibal was, he was on one of those, like, I think it's Grindr or whatever. And he met this guy, and he was on a gay site there. And he met this gay trans guy, whatever.
All right.
Named Kevin Bacon. And
ooh, tasty sounding.
Exactly. And so he went against his lawyer's advice and admitted to it, and said that he came up behind him, stabbed him, and took a big chunk out of him, and went over and cooked it up, ate him, then went back to finish him off. They found the guy hanging in his basement like a deer, gutted.
With a nice Chianti.
I guess so, yeah. But
fava beans.
He admitted to eating Kevin Bacon. Get weird.
Dude.
It's talking about...
Is it the dude on the left with the pink hair, or is it the bearded guy?
The bearded guy ate the pink-haired guy.
Wow.
I think that was kind of self-explanatory.
The caveman ate the candy fucking colored
human. He ate that bastard, yeah. Cooked him right up. So he admitted to it, despite his lawyer saying that he's crazy. So he's going to be doing some time.
Wow. Okay. Well, he deserves it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You can't be eating people.
No, can't. That Japanese guy got away with it. He became a celebrity after that. Murdered some French chick while he was living in France. Went back to fucking Japan, wrote a book about it. He was connected, so they couldn't be extradited.
Connected.
I guess he had some kind of connections. Yeah,
Like Yakuza.
maybe. I don't know.
So I see you also got Dilbert canceled.
Oh yeah, he's gone. Should have been gone. He was removed from 77 papers nationwide this week
Because
he has a black character who identifies as white in his comic.
that's a big no can do.
It's pretty funny. Saw some of them. But yeah, the guy identifies as white, and Dilbert's always trying to talk him into identifying as black to help his diversity score or whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he was canceled by a certain carrier. I can't remember what their name is.
77 newspapers.
Gone, yeah. And he doesn't even care. He's like, whatever. Fuck you. I'm still making that character.
Good for him. You gotta stick by your guns.
That's it.
Yeah. Definitely stick by your guns, people.
Here's something that came in Congress this week. So we got Thomas Massey, the congressman from Kentucky. He's a Republican. And he asked Garland, right?
Okay.
For all the information he has on Ray Epps. And he said, the Democrats are saying that this event on January 6th was organized and premeditated.
Mm-hmm.
And they have footage of this guy saying we got to go in the Capitol on January 5th.
I've seen it.
And so
I've seen the footage.
Mr. Massey, right? Mr. Massey, Representative Massey, says, if we want to talk about pre-organized, premeditated breach of the Capitol, we have the evidence that this guy was saying it. We need to get him in here.
And
that's the whole story. I mean, it's Congress, so there's not like
they're not going to do anything.
right. So they don't have majority.
Who is Ray Epps? Let's figure this out.
Nobody knows.
Nobody can figure it out. He's just got a nice big ranch out in the middle of fucking.
He's got a booming voice, apparently, fairly tall.
We gotta go in there.
Yeah, he said we got to go in there, and he said, if it's premeditated, we have the evidence there is, and we should bring Mr. Epps to justice because he obviously premeditated it. But he's not. He hasn't been questioned by the selected committee. Nothing. It's basically disappeared.
Yeah, the guy was definitely being yelled at on camera for being a Fed. And nobody cares because they're too busy listening to Mr. Biden and MSNBC tell them that Trump is Hitler. And Hillary come out this week saying Trump, you see a Trump rally, it's like watching a Hitler convention or some shit. She said something really dumb.
Just because she is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that poor guy? That fucking weatherman or whatever he was down south. And he wrote the book Secret on the Tarmac.
Okay.
Yeah, they killed his ass. It's one of the Clinton count.
Clinton, add it up.
Add it up, man. Yeah.
Wait, we didn't talk about Don Lemon getting owned.
No, we didn't talk about reparations. So Don Lemon was on CNN this week, and he was talking to some British woman. I think she might have been a representative for the royal family. I'm not sure. And he asked her what she thought about reparations, and she said, "Well, I think we need to, things like this. You need to go back to the beginning of the supply chain, and then need to find the kings and the descendants of the kings in Africa who captured their own people and sold them off, and that that the sailors that fought the British Empire, the sailors that fought to bring an end to slavery in England, should be reimbursed for giving their lives to end slavery." And Don Lemon looked like a deer in headlights. He looked like he couldn't get a word out. Like he was just like stunned, I guess.
Totally stunned.
Yeah. He was not expecting that, and he didn't know how to answer or reply. He just said, it's certainly...
Well, it's a conversation to be had.
It's an interesting conversation to be had, yeah. But you could tell by what little expression he's capable of making that he was totally surprised by her answer and didn't know how to respond. He cut right away when the next break, totally cut her off.
I didn't see the second break part.
Well, no, he went to break right after that. After.
And just was like, "We're out.
Yeah,
We got to cut this off."
Yeah. Yeah, so she schooled him. She's like, yeah, I think that those sailors that lost their lives ending slavery should be reimbursed. You know, I've heard this argument before about Union soldiers, right, who fought to end slavery in the United States. Do their families deserve reparations? Because they never owned any slaves, obviously. And they gave their lives, most of them very young, you know. The thing is that the past is the past, and life's not fair, and bad shit happened, and there's nothing you can do about it, you know. And that's just the thing. Like, if someone's willing to bring something up that they didn't experience, didn't know anybody that experienced it, didn't know anybody that knew anybody that experienced it, because it's so long ago, it's never going to be enough, right? Because it happened so long ago. How could, first of all, the absurdity of like asking for something that happened 150 years ago to be reimbursed for.
I think Bill Maher was touching on that a little bit. He's like, people expect people that were in history to adhere to today's standards, and it's ridiculous.
Oh, you can't. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, that's like saying, like, well, why didn't the Nazis use a computer to win? Or why didn't we use a computer against them? Like, because it didn't fucking exist. People weren't thinking that way, you know?
Exactly, yeah. It's like, why didn't fucking, God damn it, Michelangelo use a fucking diamond grinder?
Yeah, I don't know. Should have.
Fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot. He's got the best story, I still say.
Why didn't Leonardo just use a paint sprayer, bro? Or
Really?
an airbrush? What a piece of shit.
What a dumb idiot. He could have got so much painting done if he wasn't mixing his own paint. He should have just brought some Liquidex and called it a day.
Fucking dummy.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the argument.
It is basically the argument. And, you know, you can't, you're absolutely right. You can't hold people in the past to today's standards. You just can't. You know.
And it's happening all the time.
Oh, it happens all the time. Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's like those Confederate monuments and the flag. Now, I'm not from the South. I have no affiliation with the South. So it's not really part of my heritage or anything like that. But we fought a war, right, to say that they didn't exist. And now if you're going to say, like, well, they weren't, you know, Americans, that they were traitors, you're missing the point because, A, there was no treason charges pressed, right? Jefferson Davis lived out his life in fucking Tennessee or something. And you're also acknowledging that they were a different country at one time, you know, which they never were. So all those people died American. All the people that died in the Civil War died as Americans. It was kind of the point of the war, right? That we were all American, right?
Right.
Black, white, man, woman, old, child, whatever, all American. And to separate them is to almost accredit them as if they had some kind of success, which they didn't. No offense to the Cherokee, which I believe it recognized them, but they were surrounded. So what could they do? But no other nation recognized them.
Right.
Just themselves and the Indians that they had within their borders.
So, I mean, I think you're correct when you're like, the whole point of that war was America.
Yeah, we're all American. That was the point of it.
Let's stop with this slave stuff or fucking
Confederacy stuff, yeah.
Confederacy, like, oh, you got your own country. Come on now.
No, they don't. And that was the whole point, is that they didn't have their own country, so all those people died American. Stonewall Jackson was an American, you know. Robert E. Lee was an American, you know. Had he won, maybe he wouldn't be, but he lost, so therefore he died an American, right?
Yeah.
And so I accept that as part of my history, right? No, it's not one of the prettier parts of American history, but it happened, and I don't think we should forget about it or trying to whitewash it or whatever the proper word would be.
Color.
Whatever.
Proper color would be.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying we glorify these guys and their ideals, right? But the American military wouldn't be the same without Stonewall Jackson. The First World War wouldn't be the same without Stonewall Jackson. Right, he just mastered line tactics, right, and that was pretty much the end of it, right?
Yeah. Okay. Explain.
Well, Jackson just knew how to fight in a line, right? And so what he would do is he would use tactics to divide the line, to find the weak point in the line and take it out and then work your way down. He was also, a big component of digging in using cover.
And we adopted that as a country.
Well, the whole world did, because it was either that or die.
Because it was that good.
Yeah, he was that good. Yeah.
And, it's just a matter of fact that if you got a good strategy and the person is of whatever race or gender, you use it.
Oh, yeah, because otherwise you die.
Or you're dead.
All right. Now, the weird thing about Stonewall Jackson is that he did enlist black men into the Confederacy and paid them. And he was the largest donor to black education. I think they used a different word. I don't think they called it black. But in the country at the time, oddly enough. But he was very devout,
Well, I feel like I haven't studied enough, obviously. I'm not a big history buff. But there are arguments saying, like, the whole slavery thing with the South and the North is kind of reversed in some way, where it's like the North treated the blacks way worse than the South did.
Well, yeah, I mean,
in certain ways.
In certain ways, right? Now, I know that they would abuse the slaves, right? But they also saw them as an investment, right? So you didn't want to ruin your investment, right? You wanted to get the most out of your investment, so you didn't want to break it.
Whereas the North saw them as just like a client base or something like that,
right?
Where you could you feed them drugs or whatever the fuck it is that just make money off.
Just make money off them, just second class citizen stuff.
Yeah.
Like during the Boston Massacre, one of the things about that was the name, John Adams there. John Adams, he played down the Boston Massacre by pointing out that a lot of them were Negroes, right? The term they used at the time, black men and black children, right? That got shot and then weren't personally technically part of the Union, right? Because slavery was still legal. Even up here, this is why we're underneath Britain. And some of them are immigrants, and that's how he downplayed it and got them off. The guys at the Boston Massacre. Yeah, John Adams, our second president, got the guys off at the Boston Massacre. And then he was shunned by his cousin, Sam, made the beer.
Still around.
And
everybody go partake.
He was the Sons of Liberty, leader of the Sons of Liberty, right? They were cousins, Sam Adams and John Adams.
Well, I think we have buried the lead for this week.
What's the lead?
Fully fried, because I'm fried.
What's the lead?
The lead is Joe Biden said the pandemic's over.
Over. He had to say it was over.
Because?
Political reasons.
I just wonder what people that are hiding in their houses think. They're still like wearing masks and fucking, got fucking.
Well, there's people that are gonna. You realize
sanitizing their fucking food.
That's the rest of our lives now. There's gonna be like 1% of the people that are still gonna wear a mask.
Fucking freaks.
Yeah, it's like going to Asia where you'll just see people wearing a mask out of nowhere. Nothing's going on, but they got a mask on somebody. You still see it all the time.
It's over.
Over. But Biden had to say it was over, so he said so he could say he defeated COVID, even though this year's deaths are worse than last year's. But whatever,
Inflated,
just an inch. Just an inch.
Just an inch. The deaths have gone up just an inch.
Come on, inflation, just an inch.
Come on, man.
That was pretty good, bro. Yeah.
It's over. It's over. Let's just say it. Come on. Everybody together. It's over. The pandemic's over. Fucking move on with your life. Fucking stop putting the mask on. Let's fucking get real.
He had another gaffe this week where he was talking about gun control. And he said, well, you need guns. You need an AR-15 to, defend America, to defend liberty. And everyone's like,
You're not supposed to say that. No.
yeah. So all the Republicans like, yeah, that's what we've been saying the whole time.
Thanks for pointing out the importance of the Second Amendment.
Right. Now, one thing about the Second Amendment is that I went pretty deep in on it for 6 months, there was no military when they wrote that,
Okay.
There was no standing army in the United States. And the biggest focus, if you go back through like the founding fathers when they were still discussing it, was about merchants, right? And mostly to do with cannons, which cannons do a lot more fucking damage than
an AR-15.
Yes,
yeah.
You could take out a building with a cannon. But even like Madison, I think it was, said, he had a merchant. Said, can I put cannons on my ship? And he was like, yeah, that's why I signed the Constitution. Go ahead. Here's the state of an ARC cannon you can put in your vehicle.
I want Tom Cruise to fly a fucking Tomcat. Fucking, he deserves that. He should. He is Maverick.
He is.
Why
Maverick.
can't he fly a fucking F-14 Tomcat?
Scientology.
Well, no, it's because fucking there's like a thing with the Air Force. They won't let fucking civilians fly fucking
Tomcats
or any like jet that is above a fucking certain flight standard.
Really? Well, it must be some kind of security concern. Just go to Ukraine, Tom. You fly one over there.
He could be the ghost of Ukraine.
Ghost of Ukraine. What kind of shit was? We have no idea who this guy is. He's just stealing
just flying around killing people.
A multi-million-dollar jet.
The ghost of Ukraine.
Tom
Cruise.
He's taking off on fucking $500 million runways. We have no idea who he is.
Oh shit!
Must be a security breach. Get the fuck out of here.
Play with the boys.
That's like, this week they were talking about people are fleeing Russia. And if you look close at all the pictures they showed, they're all Getty images, stock photos from a long time ago. And one thing is true, though, is that the Russian embassy is fucking packed in Washington, D.C. because they're trying to get back to Russia.
Really?
Yeah.
They want the fuck out of America?
Well, yeah.
There's that fucking
There's a war in the
thing coming on.
Yeah, and if they're Russian and they're surrounded by Americans, it's not going to be fun. Especially, since they got fucking radiation what is it? Decontamination poster procedures hanging in the subway.
Now, I'll have a drink. All right? And I'll smoke a little weed. But
right?
I will not freebase cocaine.
That's where you draw the line.
Or do some iodine.
Or some iodine. That's where you draw the line.
For decontamination and fucking nuclear radiation.
Yeah, that's what they say. You're supposed to take your clothes off first, I guess.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a limited nuclear exchange. Not an all-out nuclear war, but
it's just to scare the fuck out of people.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And if you voted for Biden, remember, you voted for this, right? Trump called it. The Democrats want to start World War III in Russia. He called it. He called it in 2015. He's been calling it all along. Here we are.
Here we are.
Now, we don't know.
You're welcome.
We don't know what DEFCON that they're at, right? Because they never tell us that. But we could assume we're at least 4 out of 5, right?
The Whopper.
It's 5, yeah.
The Whopper.
But I guess we've had a lot of troop movements in Poland this week. I've heard about that. And Russians using Iranian drones. Now, this is a good story because the Russians are using Iranian drones. Now, Iran hasn't had attack drones that long or drones at all.
They're just getting them.
Right. But if you remember, they shot a couple of ours down years ago. And I guess the design is similar to the ones that we used.
Reverse engineering.
Yes, they reverse engineered them, and now they're killing Ukrainians.
Well, hey.
Military, industrial complex secrets. Yeah, I guess they got the. I guess Russia's talking about pulling up the draft.
I heard a lot of people upset. They're like, "I'm gonna get drafted. I'm gonna be going to war in fucking Russia."
Yeah, it could be, man. I hope this doesn't escalate.
Either go to war or you be poor.
I don't like. I mean, I don't want to die for Ukraine. I don't want anybody I know to die for Ukraine.
I don't want Ukrainians to die for fucking
America.
For global banking.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? You know, it's the debt system. You know, the IMF, the GEF, right?
I did hear there was a swastika spotted on a tank during a fucking MSNBC interview.
Because Microsoft tells the truth all the time.
Yeah, because there's fucking Nazis fucking
Bill Gates
in Ukraine.
There is Nazis in Ukraine, you know. There's no doubt. But I guess, you know, some of the eastern regions had a vote to get out. Now, I'm hearing mixed reports, but some saying they were voting at gunpoint. Other people say that they want to leave. I'm sure there's people that want to leave.
Vote with a bullet.
Yeah, vote with a bullet to your head. And I guess the referendum passed, and they want to join Russia. And so that's just curious because now is this new territory that voted to be with Russia?
Or is it?
Well, is it going to be sovereign Russian soil now? Or are the Russians going to consider any action over there as a threat to their sovereignty and start nuking people?
Who knows?
I don't know. I think, you know, they'll probably wait till somebody throws a nuke. You know, we're heading into something now. And they need it. They need
it. You know, they fucking... Trump just gave away all the nuke codes, so it's like fucking...
Oh, yeah.
He can be blamed for anything.
Actually, yeah. See? You know, they needed this to blame everything on. To blame the economy, to blame the food shortages, the supply shortages, all of it. You know, it gives them an excuse. Why the dollar is going to die in the next year, you know, that gives them a fucking excuse. And it's kind of like, all right, so during World War II, we got attacked by the Japanese, and America's like, kill the Japs. And then the French and the Belgians and the English were like, hold on. Why don't you come over here first? We got to do it. We'll help you, but you got to come here first. And a lot of Americans are like, why the fuck are we in Europe? The Nazis didn't do anything to us.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, when they found the concentration camps, they needed them. They really needed a reason to be over there besides helping our allies, right?
Right.
We needed a moral reason to be over there. And, you know, thank God they already got there in time to free some people, right, so they could survive. But it was a motivating factor for the United States to continue the war in Europe over Japan is when they landed in France and found the, you know, concentration camps. Because prior to that, people just saw this as like, all right, we're helping England, we're helping France, we're helping Belgium. How far does it go? Like, do we all have to die to help these countries? What about Japan? They attacked us. Like,
well, that was the one, right? The fucking Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. I mean, it's no January 6th, but yeah, Pearl Harbor.
I mean, January 6th definitely takes precedent over Pearl Harbor.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And 9/11.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The Maine. Remember the Maine. Remember January 6th.
Never forget Ashley Babbitt.
I never forget about Ashley Babbitt. Now, there's something else I saw this week was, and I think it was, was it Dawson? It was another congressperson. And they were talking about, the one guy from New York was saying that a bunch of cops were killed at the Capitol by MAGA supporters.
Yep. I've heard that one too.
And Dawson's like, can you name their names? Well, they died, you know, after the riot, you know, because of the stress.
They had a bad ticker. They died a few days later. It was real bad.
I think those people knew something. They got killed, right? Because they can't seem to name these cops that got bludgeoned to death by MAGA supporters. If we got, you know, MAGA supporters on videotape, especially that woman they kept in that little enclave and they just kept beating the shit out of her. That was hard to watch, man. She kept getting up. They kept beating the shit out of her. She's fucking hunched over on her back and they're just abusing her. And this is the problem here, man. You can't talk sense to people. They just want to go to violence right away. You see it all the time, right? I know people who spout this kind of nonsense, right? That they want to kill Trump supporters, right? And or anybody who's even
they want to come at you with baboon arms.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. They come at you like a spider monkey. But it just shows how like the moral degradation of these people, because none of the centrists or the moderates, right, the independents, or the Trump supporters are gonna go in this to you, right?
No, it's called emotional. Well, they're using another fucking part of their brain.
Yeah, the reptile part.
They're not going fucking baboon spider monkey because they're like, hold on a second, violence isn't the answer. Like, to someone that says something I don't understand or don't want to hear, they're like, okay, well, let's just talk this out and fucking get to the end of it. Not like, wait a second, you're saying something I don't like, I'm going straight to my end, and my end is fucking baboon arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're trying to label MAGA supporters as domestic terrorists. I haven't seen any evidence of that personally.
Me neither. All I've been seeing is fucking a bunch of lefties running over young kids, fucking with cars,
running through
and
parades,
getting fucking out,
shooting up sideways.
Yeah. I mean,
burning down neighborhoods.
Jesse Smollett all over the place.
Oh God,
just making up lies, fucking saying bullshit, and then the media runs with it, telling all these other fucking Borg, yeah, we're fucking getting attacked by all these mean people that make fucking don't want to call us fucking it.
Right. That's like up in Canada. So they finally, right, with that teacher, that shop teacher, the heavies,
fucking
got like
chokes on dick.
Right, chokes on dick, miss chokes. She got like 2 fucking, I don't know, pumpkins underneath there or something, and the people in the school district, the parents just had enough. They're out in the street today.
Good for them.
Yeah, it took long enough. Maybe it was yesterday, but yeah, they're protesting it finally, and the school district's still defending them because they don't want to. They can't break the law, right? Because if they fire them
in Canada, it's worse than
oh
here,
yeah. They don't got civil rights up there. I mean, they don't have a bill of rights.
They're fucked.
Nobody has a bill of rights. This is what's so brilliant about the Bill of Rights. And I was hoping that Americans would learn a little bit more about this when the Queen died, because I did notice some people were learning about sovereignty and such, and divine right. All right, so the Queen and the royal family, they rule by divine right, which means that God made them rulers, right?
Right.
Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's the way it's sounded. So the founding fathers said, the thing that gives the monarch the power to rule, we're going to give that to you underneath these conditions, right? Because we don't
you are born into God.
Yeah, God has given you the right to free speech. He's given you the right to pursue happiness. He's given you the right to bear arms. He's given you the right not to bear false witness against yourself or bear witness against yourself. You don't have to harbor federal troops.
You're born into natural law. That's what it is. Natural.
Well, yeah, that's a totally different thing, though. But
is it?
Yeah.
Really? Like being born into nature. Natural law. I mean, maybe that is different because there's murder and
yeah, it's slightly different. That gets into like the admiralty law of the land, and all that other bullshit, which I don't understand. I'm not a lawyer, but divine law or divine
I ate a
right.
lot of mushrooms.
That counts.
Not today though.
Divine right is when God gives you the right, and that means nobody who's not God can take it away from you, right?
Right. Not this guy over here. Not that gal over there.
Right. Now, in the United States, we have the Bill of Rights, which are divine rights, right? Those are given to us by God. They can't be taken away by anybody. They can't be infringed.
The way I see that, though, is like maybe I'm getting it confused with the natural law. If you're born, that means you have rights. So it's like there's no dictator. I mean, God is just existence. That's the way I see it.
I mean, that's fair. We're having a struggle with that with abortion right now, determining where that line is, right?
Yeah.
Some people stick up for the rights of the unborn fetus, right?
Okay.
And some people don't even see it as a human being, right?
Yeah, not even at fucking...
Dude, I saw this thing today, or yesterday, sorry. There was a fetus, and the thing was like this fucking big. And it was moving around and shit, looked like a little person. It was really fucking hard to watch.
And some candy-colored haired clown was like, that heartbeat don't exist.
Yeah, well, somebody got busted.
Stacey
I think
Abrams.
it was Planned Parenthood got busted for collecting cells or something.
Dude, that's been going on forever.
Oh, it's
like
been going on
last
forever.
fucking 10, 15
Yeah.
years.
It's
They're
no organ and
collecting
shit.
fucking all the stem cells. That's why they take the umbilical cord, because they sell it for money.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a huge market on that. This rabbit hole gets pretty deep when you start looking into it. I looked into it a little bit.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah, it gets pretty deep. You'll find like, all right. So what's the Russian search engine? Yaz something.
Don't know.
Yazin. You would know it if I said it. Anyway, so you could put something in like I forget what the company was, but something like Largo, something like that. Okay. It's the biggest lingerie brand in Europe. And if you go to the normal site, you'll see like the normal things, adults and lingerie. And if you go to the kids section for underwear, there's no pictures of kids in lingerie. It's just a picture of the lingerie.
Right.
But if you put in a special code, at least they used to, found this from another investigative journalist, where BH Kids, he actually came across this from a no smoking sign in Vietnam.
Really?
Yeah. There was a picture of Anthony Bourdain and Obama, right? When we decided we were going to start selling Vietnam weapons, right? There's a picture behind them that says no smoking, right? In Vietnamese, right? He decided to look into it, came across this BH Kids thing. So if you put the BH Kids thing in, right?
It was like a QR code or a website.
Yes. And now all of a sudden, like, there's an extra selection on this lingerie page of little kids in lingerie. It's pretty sick, man.
Wow.
I really wish I could remember the fucking Russian search engine. Starts with a Y.
Yuri.
No. But I guess this Russian search engine has been busted many times for not cracking down on pedophiles and child traffickers and stuff.
Well, that goes back to our fucking the search engines now. You can't even get past like 400 fucking pages and you're done.
Right. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
It says
the
that.
Actual internet is fucking disappeared. There's this whole I've never been on a dark web, but I imagine that's what you're, probably accessing when you find shit like that.
Yandex is the name of the search engine.
Yandex?
Yeah, Yandex. So if you look through there, that extra option would be there, BH Kids, right?
Damn.
Now, for some reason, BH is connected to the whole. It's one of the symbols, kind of, right? To the whole occult, fucking child eating fuckers. But not everything that has a BH in it is affiliated with it, right? So there is a home in Boston, BH Home, right, that has had these allegations before about kids ending up missing, from the house, from his foster house, whatever. But there's other businesses that have no connection to BH something. So you got to do it on one by one basis. But once I found that out, I started to see the BH everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah. Remember that Catch Me Outside girl, whatever her name was?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she got a stage name. It's like something like Bad Biatch or something that's both BH.
Huh.
Yeah. Another thing I watched this is about pedophile. I never saw Big before.
Big, the movie?
Never saw it.
Yeah.
I don't like Tom Hanks. I haven't liked him since a kid.
I mean, I watched that just recently, actually. I was like, let's watch this. This was fucked up. I watched it. I was fucked up.
There's some underlying pedophile
fucking
messages in there. He's a kid dating an older woman.
Yep.
But he's in an old man's body or whatever. Yeah, it's subliminally it's there, right? Because he's 12 or 13 when he's
and he goes to New York City and he becomes this fucking big fucking tycoon
for toys. And he gets the girl, right, who works there, the pretty girl, right? And
they have an intimate relationship.
They have an intimate relationship. He's only 13 though, and she's in her 20s or 30s, right?
Yeah. Movies not getting made today, folks.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up because I'm fucking wasted and fried.
I gotta pee.
He's gotta pee. We got any fucking don't says?
Mom and Dad in the Air Force.
You can't say that. How about
Towing the line?
Who's towing the line?
Ooh, so many this week. So many.
So many.
So
Who's towing the line? Don't say towing the line and what must we forget? So we got towing the line left. What must we forget?
Oof, what must we forget? That we got to forget that there's no winners in nuclear war.
Yes.
It's mutual.
Everyone, please don't forget that.
We forgot. Forget.
There is no winner.
There's no winner in the nuclear war now. Everybody loses.
So
mutual assured
contact
annihilation.
Your closest representative. Tell them fuck you.
And who's toeing the line? That's a tough one, man. I saw Macron get booed and still kept going in England this week.
I'm toeing the line. I'm saying humanity's fucked.
Brandon's toeing the line this week. It's official. He's giving up.
I'm giving up, folks.
Giving up.
Giving up all hope on all.
Toeing the line this week, huh? Well, it's not Tucker Carlson, that's for sure.
No, he's pointed the spear.
Yeah, it seems that way. Now, did he get indicted by the FBI too?
Dude, they're all getting indicted. Anybody that fucking does not toe the line's getting indicted. We'll be there soon.
Oh yeah, it's only a matter of time. IRS gonna come knocking.
Yeah. And then, I'm just gonna eat free meals for the rest of my life.
You know why they call it the IRS, right?
Why?
Because it's theirs.
Oh.
THEIRS. Anyway,
Toe in the line, I guess, is
King Charles. I'm going with the new prime minister.
I'm going with Biden.
He is the line.
It went up an inch.
All right, I'm going with Liz Truss.
Okay.
Because she wants to nuke Russia.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Biden wants to do that too.
Yeah, I know. For help his ratings out.
Yeah. Get them votes.
Get them votes, right. Can't switch horses midstream.
Jesus.
What was that from Wag the Dog?
Yep. Whoa. Hey, you want to come say hi?
We got a visitor here. The show. We're live.
Some bearded asshole.
It's the first here on Sanctimonious Men.
What up, peoples?
No, it's his second appearance.
Oh, second appearance.
He sat in 1 week.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was I here?
No.
All right. It's first for me then.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Wherever you go, there you are. Remember that, folks.